Okay, folks, I finished the clean cycle. I just wanted to show you the actual complete tumbling unit. That's the cover. I have this Liberty oil product, so sewing machine oil. It's got a long tip. So I did a cleaning of it. I was telling you that it wasn't turning very well. So anyways, I'll pull this off so temporary so you see. So down in here, and here. You see it on this side. This and then this side, that side. Those are plastic bearings. You can see the little slot there. So I want to clean them out. I use the oil. I run it a couple times through. You'll see it's like real dark brown. Kind of want to get that out. If you can get it clear, that's even better. And I clean all the dust in here. Okay, so the reason why I have the cover off. If you had kids around and animals, you probably wouldn't want the cover on, but I leave this in my bathroom, and these motors tend to get hot. This is my original motor, so I've had it for a couple of years, and it works very, very good. So it's not a problem, but it does heat up. It might reduce the life of the motor, the hotter it gets, but so I just leave it off. Just a little tab here and a screw here, and a little flat plate comes right off. Must stick up a little higher because this wheel is above. So I think what's going on is I cleaned it and it seemed to be turning, but I think my O-rings need to be replaced soon. And what I did though is I kind of drilled, so it does have a little adjustments here. These 3 screws there, bolts. I hold the motor so they can go to the right and tighten this up some. But I widened it a little bit, but it didn't seem to give a whole lot of space. So it's about time I get probably a newer one. But I did run it, and it seemed to work. So let's put this back on, and it sits in that slot here. Try to get it level. It's that little groove. It kind of helps guide it. So I got spare of the bearings. I haven't replaced them yet, and some other spare parts that I got. Seems all right. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in. You can see it was grinding somewhere. Probably because it wasn't spinning. It was spinning and this wasn't spinning. Anyways, let's test it out. Yeah, I'll be lined up right, but I had it going before. You don't have this thing balanced on it just right too, but it should spin. So if I lost power, it might not restart right. Because now it doesn't want to do it. I had it running. Could be just the way it's balanced. All right, let me pause a second. All right, well, it was going on its own, but now it's not. Just anyhow, I guess I'm gonna have to get a new O-ring for that. So still run for now, but I'm gonna try to clean out. So I'll stop this. All right, so again, I'm gonna loosen that thumb screw, relieve the pressure. I'll rinse it, soak them, then put the rocks back in, and I'll add the borax and the final polish. Unless I decide to do another one. Throw the cover inside. Give it a quick rinse. It's just borax in here, so there's no. Should be really barely any grit at all. You can see it's kind of milky-ish. All right. And just gonna keep it wet again as usual. Helps keep any grit from sticking to the rock if there's any left over. But this is like the fine stuff, so most of this stuff washes off pretty really easy. And it gives it a burnish at the end. I'll be doing this again, and it helps with the shine. All right, let's put that to the side. All right. Dump that in for now. Set that aside. Okay. I may be more finicky than most people, but if there's any leftover residual stuff on there, it should come off, soaking. Looking nice. It's kind of interesting rock. Here's this red one here. Similar, but a little bit different. The same rock with some different material. smaller one. So yeah, you want to be sure to use different size ones. There's a nice one. All right, that's done. All right, I just gotta this stuff. Rosy quartz, rose quartz. See if I can get that. All right. Plain regular quartz there. All right, I use that to fill it up, and I usually use cooler water, lukewarm, whatever, cool water, just room temperature, cold, for the polishing and grinding. The cleaning, I use warm water, almost hot. All right, I'm gonna put 4 of these into here. It's the borax. And then I'll put 4 of the aluminum oxide polish. It's almost like confectionery sugar. It's so fine here. Maybe finer. Or like a starch. So I had the bigger tumbler so I could save my polish. But it is what it is. All right. Try to get that below the top. Close my bag up to keep moisture from getting in. It came in a bag inside of the bag is in there, but I put the Ziploc bag on it. All right, now try to add water in a second. Try not to splash it up. You don't want to get it in the groove. Nope, that's plenty. More than enough. Oops. It's fine. But yeah, if these get dried out, you can just get water and stick your finger on there and wet it. And then I take the cover and I usually run it on the water so the edges are damp. See it kind of bubbled up expansion, but that's fine. Just usually I like push on one end a little bit, snug it in. Make sure these are flat. Probably eventually I'm gonna need might have the spare one for this, I'm not sure. But it's still working. Good to have the spare parts, you just never know, like, you don't want to stop your process. All right. Okay, this cover's ready. Bring it close to my body. Turn it. Good. Pull that weight on it. I don't hear it squeaking down anymore, so I think I got it. Take a quick look. Looks good. Put the washer on. The screw, nut screw guide. So the fatter side, you see that goes on the bottom. So that'll fit in the groove of that guide. So just tighten this up. Now I'm going to put it on the tumbler for a week and we'll be done the polish stage, unless I decide to do the X one, like I said, and I'll have to go through, the rinsing and a final cleanup with the borax, and it should be done. All right. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Thank you.